I never imagined I'd find myself parked outside my husband's best friend's house at 2 a.m., clutching the steering wheel with white-knuckled determination. The night was so silent that the sound of crickets seemed to echo like a scream. I'd been feeling the cold distance between us for weeks, but nothing prepared me for the sight of him slipping out of the house, looking over his shoulder like a man with something to hide. My first thought was betrayal, the kind that would shatter the life we had built. But as I followed him down the street, a darker suspicion began to take root, one that was far more unsettling than infidelity. He led me to a part of town I never imagined he frequented, a dingy corner where streetlights flickered and shadows seemed to move with a life of their own. He parked and disappeared into a nondescript building, leaving my heart pounding in my chest. I sat frozen, waging an internal war about whether to follow him or turn back. Curiosity won out. I crept inside, senses on high alert, only to find him in a room filled with people who looked as out of place as he did. They gathered in a circle, whispering in hushed tones, exchanging envelopes and glances that spoke of secrets much larger than any affair. As the truth unfolded, I realized my husband was part of a clandestine group, not for illicit love affairs but for something far more dangerous, a network of vigilantes taking justice into their own hands. They operated under the radar, targeting those who slipped through the cracks of the legal system. My shock turned to anger, not because of what he was doing, but because he hadn't trusted me enough to share this part of his life. The husband I thought I knew was not a cheater, but a man living a double life, driven by a sense of justice so deep it consumed him. The confrontation came later, a storm of emotions in our living room, where the truth hit like a freight train. His confession was a tangled mess of guilt and righteousness, but it left me with a choice that tore at my heart. Could I accept this new reality, one where the man I loved was constantly at risk, where every phone call could be the one that changed everything? It was a secret life neither of us could have imagined, and it forced me to confront the shadows lurking within myself, my fear, my anger, and the realization that love sometimes means standing beside someone even when it terrifies you.